Do cocktails need to be gender neutral? Hey guys, David here. This is going to be a super quick introduction to what is going to be probably the worst sound quality and the worst kind of produced podcast I've ever done. Basically, I jumped on a quick Skype call with Sam to discuss the topic of the gender neutral cocktails, and there was a lot of background noise. My little boy Ted decided to be really noisy throughout it, so I will cut as much of that out as I can. However, bear in mind that he is in the background. He was running around, and I thought he was going to be quite chill, and he decided not to be. So sorry about that. Hopefully that won't ruin your experience of listening to this, because I think it's a really interesting topic. And yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts. As I said on last week's show, really like to know what you think about this topic, because I think it's really weird, but there is, it kind of fits with what's going on in society right now, and kind of the tolerance thing. And at the end of the day, in bars, we're not here to offend anyone. However, are we taking it too far with this, or is it? I don't know. I really don't know what I think about this. However, I don't think it's the place of bars to change society. It's definitely our place more, I think, to serve guests what they are comfortable with at this time, because at the end of the day, bars are a business and not a government or a campaigning organisation. However, we can still have an effect. Just look at what's happened with plastics after bars kind of championed getting rid of plastic straws. So maybe we should be doing this. I really don't know, and I'd really love to hear your thoughts. Other than that, I know I said this week I would be reviewing these things in a bit more detail. I haven't got around to doing those videos yet. They will be coming this week, and I've also had some more alcohol-free stuff to review arrive. This is 3 Spirit. These are more botanical things. These are not designed to specifically replicate a gin, a vodka, or a rum, or anything like that. They are kind of botanically, and I have tasted these before, but not from this package, and it was kind of on the fly. I can't remember which one's which, flavour-wise, so we will do a bit of an unboxing and review of those as well. So stay tuned for that this week, and let's get into our chat with Sam. So we've got Sam on the show just to have a chat about the gender-neutral cocktails. Say hey, Sam.
Yeah.
So what's your take on this? Now, I know you've had some drinks on the menu at the bar where you don't really put in what brands you're using and all that sort of stuff.
So our drinks have never been particular. We've never given out too much information when we've done them. We've kind of always, we don't particularly, initially we didn't even give the base ingredient, we just gave the flavours of the drink. So for instance, if it was, unless the drink was specifically whiskey forward, we probably wouldn't mention if it had whiskey, and unless we felt when you drink it that you go, wow, this is very whiskey forward. So we've never really pushed that out there. And also we also sampled a menu where we took away all the names as well, and we didn't really see a change in the customers' behaviour at all. The customers, if anything, chose drinks that they liked the flavours of, not the name or the concept. Because I felt that if I was in a bar and I picked a drink off the menu, the aesthetics of the drink would guide me, the name of the drink would definitely guide me, and the brands would guide me. So I thought, if we take all that away, what actually happens? And there was barely any change to the customers, what they bought, to be honest.
Yeah.
If anything, it relied more on recommendations because they weren't as easily swayed, which we found is always better, because we can have a conversation and we can guide them to something that we know they'll like more. Yeah. But in terms of the gender neutral bit, I don't know where I sit on the line of if I kind of agree with it or not. Now, what I do agree with is trying to give customers drinks they're comfortable drinking, but also trying to help them come out of their comfort zones. For instance, I would probably always order a drink that comes in a coupette or a martini glass over a drink that's like a highball, just because of the styles of drink I prefer. We can cut this out in post, and by we I mean you.
No, I'm leaving it all in.
So I think I agree. If a customer's not comfortable with a martini glass, that's probably not something you can tackle in the bar in a drink. That is a perception that they have grown up with or gathered on their own. And I'm not sure that getting rid of that style of glass and putting everything in one singular glass is also a good idea. So I'm not 100% where I actually sit on the line. What do you think?
So I think I've said before, I don't think it's the bar's place to be trying to kind of create social change, particularly like trying to make people more comfortable with different glassware specifically. Like, literally, we're there to provide a service to people, and if they want a particular drink in a particular style of glass and they ask me for it, they can have it. If they want to have a Manhattan and they have it on the rocks, that's no dramas to me. But yeah, I just don't think I don't think it's something we need to do. I think it's an interesting experiment to see which drinks are popular, especially after a little while, once people are used to what's what, and when they kind of become like the drinks that people already know which one they like, what number they already enjoy, and see where the sales sit after that when they haven't got to worry about what the drink looks like to other people.
I
think that's an interesting thing to see, just where people's actual tastes lie, and what flavours are popular as opposed to what flavours are popular given the context of what the drink looks like.
But also, is there, should when we were creating menus, we be focusing on, for an example, if you've got large groups of young men coming in, and for whatever reason they don't feel comfortable with French martinis, is it worth creating drinks that don't look like them but have similar flavour profiles to make them more comfortable drinking them?
Yeah, I think you're right. There's different ways that you can just format existing drinks. So things like combination of passion fruit and vanilla is just delicious. And that's why it worked for Solero ice creams, and it's why it worked for a whole bunch of other stuff before the pornstar martini came on the scene. And there's no reason that is a drink that should or must be served straight up. Thank you very much, Ted. So I don't see why there's an issue with changing the format and service style of drinks to try and make people a little bit more comfortable with drinking it. Just have an option for it on the rocks or in a highball or in a Collins glass, something like that. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I think the idea of gender neutralism isn't something that I agree with you where it's not probably something we should be getting too involved in as a bar culture. However, what we should be doing is making sure that everyone within our venues is comfortable and is happy there. And so yeah, I think it very much depends on the clientele you get. And tailoring to them, but also not trying to exclude people outside of that demographic.
Yeah, 100%. Cool, Sam. Well, thank you for your take on that. Ted, thank you for your input as well. And thank you, Reindeer.
So there you go. I don't think we ended up much closer to a result than we started. However, we would really love to hear your feedback on this. So hit us up in the comments if you're watching on YouTube, or on Twitter. You can hit me up at BartenderHQ, and you can find us on Instagram at BartenderHQBix. Until next time, see you later.